Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
A very warm welcome in this journey to the course Roadmap for Patent Creation. I am Gauri Gargate, professor at IIT Kharagpur. Please meet Fosita. Hi. He is also participating in this course. I hope and anticipate that you have got the chance to go through the assignment 0. I am sure that you have browsed through the complete course structure and the coverage. Today, we will try to go through the detailed course structure and the overall planning for the 8 weeks. We will see that how we are going to be engaged for the next 8 weeks. Here we start. So, the first question in your mind might be, how much time I have to invest for this course? It is just 2.5 hours each week. Now, before beginning with the introduction to the course, I wish to share one scenario. Scenario at the Indian Patent Office. Do you know how many patents are filed at Indian Patent Office every year? Yes, almost 45,000 patents are filed, out of which how many are filed by Indian nationals? Any guess? Only 13,000. Then, what about the remaining patent applications? These are filed by other foreign nationals. So, out of 45,000, 13,000 are filed by Indian nationals. Just for a simple comparison, we will see the scenario in other country. So, USA. How many patents are filed in USA Patent Office? Any guess? In USA, almost 5,000 patent applications are filed every week. It is interesting to note that India, although very rich in intellectual capital with a population of 1.3 billion, only 13,000 patents are filed each year. This figure is despite the fact that you and I observe. What are these facts? We observe that many R&D organizations and academic institutes in the country are engaged in research work. Then why there is no substantial patent filing? The second fact that we observe is some or the other day on a news channel, you see a news about a small kid or a college going student or a farmer from very corner of the country, maybe not having any formal education, but comes up with a very interesting product or a solution, some problem which is solved. Am I right? Both this scenario you have observed. Now, one more scenario I would put forward. Students and teachers in the universities and colleges develop something new and they are struggling for understanding the patent filing procedure. The last scenario I wish to put forward, which is of MSMEs. Here what happened? Generally the founder is working on a particular project for years together. Hence his or her knowledge about the particular process is sharpened. Eventually, when they explore new ideas, definitely they come up with something which is patentable, but they are not able to identify this potential patent, as well as they face an issue of finding IP experts. So, what is the solution? So, here we will try to examine these 4 scenarios. Which are these 4 scenarios? Extensive researching in few organizations and institutes first, no normal or formal education, but created a novel product or alike. Third, students or teachers struggling to understand procedure for patent filing, and a fourth, MSME unable to identify potential patent. So, these are the 4 scenarios. In the first case, if academic and research institutes are of national level, well settled IPR cells are established there, and the processes for IP management are streamlined to assist researchers in a patent filing, and hence you see in top list of patent filing names like IIT and CSIR. Now, in second, third and fourth case, there is no such facility available. However, one thing is common in all above mentioned scenarios. IP awareness is a major issue throughout. Being a part of IIT, I observe that we have to work hard for IP awareness. We see a good substantial research is going on in institute, but researchers are not approaching IPR cell because they are not able to identify that potential IP in their research work. So, first major issue is IP awareness. Now, there is another issue to understand. I am trying to put forward another scenario. This is something related to a mindset of a researchers, especially experienced professors or experienced scientists. Indian philosophy has always about knowledge is for sharing. In such case, the critical decision making by the researchers is required. We should respect our culture that okay, knowledge is for sharing, but we should appreciate that we are in the knowledge economy where knowledge is power. Globalization has played very important role. We are now competing with the world. Now, this intellectual property system is designed in such a way where intellectual efforts of a person are recognized and appreciated with keeping balance of a social welfare. IP is an instrument which helps people to protect their knowledge and to create wealth, as well as they can donate their IP for a social welfare. Here is an example. All these scenarios and last 10 years experience in IP field motivated me to create this course. So, that 4 scenarios, then the mindset, all these things they have motivated, and this is the course now. This course is an attempt to create awareness about the importance of patent and try to give answers to most of your questions and doubts. Which are the problems and doubts generally a creator face? Here I am citing a few misconceptions. First misconception is that patent filing procedure is very time consuming. Second misconception is patent filing is very costly. So, these are the 2 misconceptions. Now, I am citing a problem. Third problem, not misconception, availability of IP expert. A right IP expert who have a thorough knowledge of technology, IP law and management. So, finding such IP expert is really a challenge. Fourth issue with reference to organizations is there is a belief that patent is confined to R&D, a big misconception, because patenting activity is not at all confined to R&D, whole organization can participate in this innovation process. When you will go through the course, you will come and see all these scenarios. Thus, schools, colleges, research institutes, academic institutes of national importance, Indian MNCs, MSMEs all need a clear guidelines and understanding about a patent filing, and hence this course will help you to plan from zero, that is from idea stage till the patent filing stage. So, are you ready to explore and apply the knowledge gained through this course to your idea currently you are working? Let us start. You will ask what background is necessary to take this course? So, answer is nothing. No education restriction, no age restriction, no profession restriction. Only requirement is you are passionate about some technology, that is it. So, students, teachers, scientists, startups, MSMEs, corporations and non-teaching staffs, anyone can take this course. How is the course plan? There will be video lectures. How many? As this is 8 weeks course, there are total 40 videos, each of 30 minutes. 5 videos per week. So, as informed earlier, 2.5 hours per week you have to spend. We will provide you reading material which you can go through any time during the course. At the end of each week, there will be assignment work. Simple MCQ type of questions, maybe 15 or 20. The objective of the assignment is to get an idea if we are able to convey the concepts of the subjects. We can keep little bit flexibility about the timings of the assignment submission considering your other commitments. So, we will keep the flexibility in that. However, all the assignments we expect you to solve. So, video, reading material, assignment, 3 things. Now, the fourth important thing, how we are going to communicate. There are 3 ways for the communication. First is a discussion forum. Details are shared along with a course structure. So, when you have registered, on the first page only we have shared with you the link of this discussion forum. You can easily locate that link on the site. This is a good opportunity to communicate with us as well as communicate with your fellow participants. Second is an interactive session. So, this is a very interesting platform. There are 2 such sessions in the course. We can increase if the requirement is as such. So, here you can ask questions to us and we will try to answer all your questions. So, this is a direct communication platform. Make use best of this. So, what I suggest, when you will go through the course, you come across the queries. So, at that time you better write down that queries, and whenever this interactive session is there, you can ask that queries. Apart from the above 2 ways, you can approach us anytime. The email ID which is there on the screen, and we will try to answer that emails. Now, let us look into the weekly course structure. Week 1, it is about introduction to patent, definition, concepts, patentability. It covers introduction to the course, property and intellectual property, IPR, IP and future areas, and an introduction to patent. This week will be dedicated to property and intellectual property. What is the difference between them and what are the similarities between them? The other topic, that is IPR, to introduce you to different types of IPR, as many times people use word patent and then copyright and then industrial design interchangeably. So, with this video you will understand that there is a difference. Week 2, it deals with the patentability criteria, how to identify whether my invention is patentable, which includes patent searching and analysis, patent definitions, novelty, non-obviousness, industrial application. Week 2 deals with all your major queries, such as if you have any creation and you want to know that whether that is patentable or not. So, here you will get the answer. So, we will give you information about what is that patent searching and analysis, patent definitions, and what are the 3 important criteria for patent. we have dedicated full one video on each of the criteria, so that you can clearly understand the concepts. The topic for third week is how to read a patent document and includes topic like parts of patent document, terminologies and codes used in patent document, how to read a patent 1, how to read a patent part 2, how to read a patent part 3. This week you will learn to read a patent document, understand the importance of each part of the patent document and analyze it to check it vis-a-vis your creation. Patent is a techno-legal document. So, reading it requires a special skill. Hence, whole week we have dedicated for this learning. The title for week 4 is Patentability Tools. The topics covered are IP identification tool, patentability tool, IP audit framework, public patent databases and a capsule version. Here we will share with you a simple tools which can apply to your project to identify potential patent, to audit your own IP and a patentability identification tool. So, these 3 tools are there. We will share with you free resources and how to use it. This will be very useful to you to check the current state of the art in your domain. At the end of this, as we will finish 4 weeks, a capsule version will be released which will recap the syllabus whatever we have covered in last 4 weeks. In the next week, that is week 5, we will be learning procedure for patent filing. The broad topics for this week are types of patent, patent filing procedure in India, patent timelines, India and PCT, inventions which are not patentable in India, indicators for patentability. This is most important week where we will cover all the statutory provisions and a few important sections in the Act, but need not to worry about sections and subsections. We will make it very simple. By the end of this week, you will be able to understand the various types of patent, the filing procedures, timeline and about inventions that are not patentable in India. In the subsequent week, that is a week 6, you will be learning research planning and the topics covered are use of patent database, importance of laboratory notebook, in which technical category my invention falls, that will cover international patent classification, statutory differences in Patent Act in India, Europe and USA, that is very important, identification of inventor and applicant and their rights, because inventor and applicant have a very different rights. Now comes the 7th week. Research planning is extended for 3 weeks. So, we have covered that in week 6, now week 7. So, you will be learning various methods during subsequent weeks like developing your own IP system, that is your project and the IP system. You will manage that thing. How to manage that thing we will learn in this module. When to publish and when to file a patent, that is a confidentially related tips. Then statutory exceptions, that there is a accepted anticipation. So, what are these exceptions that we will learn? Procedure for patent filing, what are the different forms and the fees, and the interaction with the IP attorney. This is very important because you are interacting with IP attorney during initial drafting of the complete specification, FER reply, that is first examination report reply to that, and hearing. At these 3 stages you are communicating with the IP attorney. Now comes the week 8, that is again the third part of your research or project planning. Here actually we will see the how you can plan the project. So, a demonstration, then post patent filing mandatory requirements. There are some statutory and there are some general requirements. What are these requirements? Then patent commercialization, what are the opportunities for commercialization like licensing, entrepreneurship, bank loan, insurance, all these activities which are related to commercialization. And then the capsule version. So, here we will recap all 8 weeks whatever the syllabus we have covered. And the last one is that whether you are really ready to file a patent, we will check that thing. So, at the beginning of week 8, we will actually do research planning and then the last summary and then the recap. So, that is all on the course plan. With this, we come to the end of this module. See you in the next session, where we will look into what are the similarities and differences between property and intellectual property. Thank you.